Rufus the Red with episode 3 of the Rockast, 20 Years of 3D. I'm joined today with the gaming Jew, It's Kane, Red the 8-bit dinosaur, and the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Snake Friesia. How you guys doing today?
Well, doing
pretty well.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome,
Hello
welcome,
again,
welcome.
Everybody's doing well out there.
I don't know what the fuck happened there. I was just about to say we're making history, so I just want to say thank you already to everybody who's here to witness, hopefully, what is going to be the first of many.
It's going to be exciting doing this live. Whether this
Yeah.
is going to be the new format going forward, you'll have to wait and see. Hopefully, this will be a successful live experiment, so to speak. And I got to quickly say, as a member of the Rockast, a massive shout out to Rufus for making this all possible. My hat goes off.
And thank you to Rufus also for putting his trust in what I can only describe as the weirdest collection of insufferable idiots known to man.
Oh, absolutely.
But you're my insufferable idiots, and I love you.
I love you too, man.
We love you too, brother.
So how's the audio there, chat?
All right.
My chair shouldn't be squeaky either. I realized if I raise it up, no squeak. It's nice.
Squeak, squeak.
What the hell? Oh.
So this week in GTA Online, got the Trufied Nero Custom on the podium, which is cool. It's a cool car. Cool Benny's car.
It's a good car. It's a very good car. It's fast. It looks like it's been drawn by everybody's wildest imaginations when they were younger of what they thought a car was going to look like. Everybody drew some semblance of that car. So, yeah, I mean, anything from Truffard is very, very good anyway. So I'm happy that that's a podium vehicle. It's a great one, and you definitely need to glitch your way to winning it. I mean, win it legitimately. Of course.
Fuck that. Dashboard away.
Yeah.
Fun fact about the Nero. I actually do remember when it first came out. I think it was during import-export, I think that car released. And I remember it mainly because when you got the custom version of the Nero, there's actually a glitch where you can remove the spoiler at the back of the Nero custom. And I thought that was pretty cool because, I mean, it does look nice with the spoiler on the back, but when you, with the Nero custom, I don't know, I just don't really like the spoiler on the back of that. However, I like the spoiler on the normal Nero, like the Nero, vanilla, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's just the Nero custom spoiler. It's like, it's like a massive, I don't know, it's like a fly on shit, basically.
I'm of the
know how to
opinion.
describe it.
I'm of the opinion that the bigger the spoiler, the smaller the contents of your trouser department, which is why I always drive my cars with the largest spoilers, because it's true to life.
Huh. Well, you know what? That's kind of very accurate, Mike. The stories Jess has been telling me.
To be fair, the only car I don't drive with a spoiler is my Jag, and the only reason for that is I need the boot to be more accessible so that I can put my paintings and my stolen cutlery in there. But let's not get bogged down about anything else.
For our American viewers, the boot is the trunk of the car.
Yes, I'm sorry for the trunk of the Jaguar. There you go.
I've turned you guys
Jaguar
up because people said that you guys were a bit quiet. I've got you peaking now, but it's not the best audio anyway.
I've been peaking since we went live, which is why you can't see the lower half of me.
All right, stop talking about tents. We're not to the Red Dead section yet.
Well played, ladies and gentlemen. Rufus the Red.
Thank you.
Mike, you'll need another tent in your hole.
Mr. Slowly, let's not get bogged down with whose tent in whose hole and whatnot. We'll just save that for off stream, thank you.
So is Nero custom based on the Bugatti Vision GT? If I'm not wrong. Because I play a lot of GT sports, so I know about a few things about that car. Was pretty fast, but sincerely I like the vanilla version just for the active aerodynamics. The normal, like again, he's Rockstar at the end of the day. I don't know how they managed to fuck the Division GT in some way, but it is what it is. But yeah, if I was me, I would take the shit like basically the base tier on of GTA and stay at what there. But if you want the custom version, is pretty good at racing. At least you can manage well on that.
Definitely a contender, without a doubt. It's a contender for one of the fastest. I do have to point out it is very tail happy. It's very tail happy. You know, if you hit any sort of degree of an angle at any point, you are going to crash into something and burst into a big ball of flames and probably die. But that's the wonderful thing about it. That's what we want cars like. That's how we want our cars in real life. And that's how we want our cars in a video game that we take more seriously than real life 90% of the time. We want our cars to be outrageous and ridiculous and, you know, just speed machines, man. That's what we want. And that's what the Nero Custom provides us with.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
So we've got 2 times cash and RP on contact missions from Simeon. Those are kind of fun. I enjoy them.
Oh, that's something Snake Friesia she'll be fizzing at the beard hole about.
Not at the beard hole.
He loves his contact missions. If there's anybody in the world that is more proficient at contact missions, I advise you to get in touch at www.wedon'tgiveashit.com. Mr. Slowly is literally the contact mission connoisseur.
Oof. Another comment I can't respond to immediately.
You are, though, Mr. Slowly. I mean, Simeon missions, Mr. Slowly. What's your take on those?
9 out of 10 Simeon missions are good, but not too good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some of
Is it
them are
something
pretty
that you would
difficult.
see yourself grinding for money? Would you use the Simeon missions as a way to grind for money, or is it just simply not worth it?
Some of them I would, but there are some that are just there for fun, and I wouldn't use those to grind for money, but most of them, yes. If you know how to get the most out of it, you got plenty of money coming.
Yeah, of course. And again, that's what it boils down to with most of these things in Rockstar games, is if you know how to do it properly, you can pretty much, you can do well with it.
Mm-hmm. I have a question for Mr. Slowly. Sorry. King. But
there you go first,
what
Red.
do you think about GTA today, the first one? Like not the other variants that were recent, like the first GTA today.
Played it, at least I tried playing it, and I must say, if I look at how GTA is looking today and what we have had back then.
No, I'm asking about the mission.
The mission, the mission
Yeah.
with Simeon.
Sorry.
Yeah. Don't
Mission?
worry about it.
Yeah, there's a mission called GTA today. Well, there's 2 of them. There's one for the repo one, and there's the original.
Yes, sorry, I
didn't know. I was confused.
You just bamboozled God Friesia. Well played. Well played, Red.
The point is, I thought you were talking about the first GTA.
No.
Yeah.
About the mission.
Yeah. But maybe it's because your voice is a bit soft for me. Anyway, I don't like time missions like GTA today. I know they can be completed if you know how, but I don't like missions that set a time limit that's almost unbearable. At least unbearable to me.
Okay.
The opinion that missions with time limits are much more fun because it allows you. It puts almost a fire up your arse to complete it. So if there was no time limits, I wouldn't complete missions with miniguns and sticky bombs. I would do it all properly if there was no time limit. I like the time limit because it forces me to be, what's the word? Genius.
Oh, well.
There are some time limited missions I do like. But that's because I found a way to stay within the time limit. But the GTA one, I tried, forget it. It's just not my kind of mission. Not with the time limit. If the time limit was at least 50% bigger, if you would get 50% more time, then I might like it.
Right. So,
How's that?
I mean, sorry. Can we segue on to the new stunt races? I'm sure everybody else wants to hear
Before
about.
we do that, actually, I do know something about the Simian missions that I think people that have a weird obsession of leveling up in GT Online might be intrigued about. Now, in one of the Simian missions specifically, Snake's favorite one, RV Nearly There Yet, the one with the brigade, I think that's
Oh,
the
yes.
Yes, the brigade. Yeah, I know
Now,
what you mean.
We'd get excited about that.
in that mission, there is actually a very, very good way of making RP,
Yeah.
especially when it's double RP. My friend Rellikain, he actually made many tutorials on how to obviously get the most amount of RP from that mission. And I mean, yes, I mean it may be a bit boring if you just want to sit around in a tank blowing up trucks of rednecks that are very angry that you saw their sister in a certain way that they like to see their sister in that kind of way. You know, I mean, if you're into sitting around for a few minutes or an act like 15 minutes, an hour, I don't know, dedicate an entire session just to grinding RP in that mission, go for it. It's a very good way of making RP this week. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that they
I agree. I agree. If you
Mhm.
go for the RP alone, it's a good
Mhm.
one. But you don't
Indeed.
need the tank. You can also use the Savage or any
Oh, I
other
know.
helicopter.
You can use all sorts of things. I think now you can
Yeah.
just replace it with the Torrada as well, because that thing has like
Yeah,
unlimited
of course.
missiles. And
And if you play with two people, it's even better because you can, if you know the right spot, you can harvest RP with two people at the same time. That's
Mhm.
one thing that I have been shown is per player you can kill no more than 50 NPCs before you stop getting RP.
Jesus.
Yeah. But
Now,
they will be coming until you finish the mission.
okay. So, I mean, that's a good contact mission to grind. Then it's not the one that's that we was talking about, but it's a good one nonetheless.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm happy with any contact mission where you get to drive the brigade. If I'm honest, I know Mr. Slowly has this sort of obsession with the brigade, but it is a good vehicle. We've mentioned it. We mentioned last week. It's a good vehicle. It's a good all-round vehicle. It's heavy. It's like driving around in your 350-pound mother-in-law, but it's still a decent vehicle. You know, it's big, it's bulky, and who doesn't like big and bulky in 2021 when people are identifying themselves sexually as fridges?
Dude, I
I
can't
mean,
believe
I
you're
like
just
that.
gonna call me the fuck out like that live on the internet.
Rufus the Fridge! With your daily refrigeration.
Microwave.
Oh my god.
Okay, everyone, you heard it first on
Sorry,
this
I mean-
channel. Rufus the Fridge.
I'm only here, for those of you watching right now, I'm only here to provide a smattering of comedic value. Not very good comedic value, but comedic value nonetheless.
Fucking
Yes.
hate on me because I like to store cold drinks. Fucking assholes. Get out of my freezer with that bullshit.
I'd rather see a walking fridge.
Oh, he's done it!
Oh no, I don't have to. We've got Rufus already.
Can we get some? Sorry, chat. Can we get some Rufus the Fridge in the chat, guys? That would be fucking legendary.
Yes. Rufus the Fridge.
Because I don't have enough nicknames. Foofus the Fridge. Frufus.
Oh no! Oh, he's killed me. He's assassinated me in cold blood.
Refrigus the Fridge.
Oh,
Gonna have to
I see the
refrigerate
chat
that
loves it.
Refrigerator. Refrigeratus. Right, anyway, I'm sorry, we are getting bogged down here, aren't we, with Rufus's cooling capabilities.
Dude,
I mean, he is incredibly cool, though, so he can be a fridge, you know? Rufus is incredibly
Yeah.
cool, so he can be a fridge.
I deleted
Gentlemen.
all my overlays on Stream Elements, and they're still going off. I have no idea how.
So, gentlemen, we have fucking new stunt races.
Ooh.
New stunt races.
Right, on that bombshell, I'll be a moment, lads. I'll be back. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Played any of them yet.
Honestly,
I'm excited to
I
try
love-
them out.
Yeah, I'm excited to try them out, but as typical with Rockstar Race, play them once, and then that's it. There's nothing. they have no replay value, if I'm honest. Do you know what I mean? Do you get what I'm saying? I mean, as a guy who for the last 2 years has done fucking races every single weekend with these gentlemen, these fine gentlemen here, I can say that I would attest to the fact that I'm pretty much a racing god. Not in terms of winning, but in terms of how many I've done. I'm not Tony the Many Names Wolf by any means, but I am pretty
Tony the
proficient in
Microwave.
racing. And do you know, I honestly, I've never played a Rockstar race more than once. Now, game modes such as, you know, adversary modes, things like that, I have done those more than once. But races, I've never done them more than once. The replay value is 0, in my opinion. What are your gentlemen's thoughts on that? Nice light up hat, by the way, God Friesia.
I like to
Lovely.
do races over and over again until they're completely predictable and I can win them. Like, I like all the Rockstar created stunt races, and I like playing them over and over. I like owning every single transform vehicle. I have that on Xbox. Like, I love switching to all my customs throughout a race. It's fun.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. I get some people are a little different than me. In fact, everyone's probably a bit different than me. But I just don't see the replay value. I really don't. If you've played it once and come first or come 10th, what's the point in doing it again? Now, the only race that I will go to every single time, as you know, is Bloody Cunt Arena.
It's not really a race, though. It's more.
I know
like
it's a vehicle death match, but it's something
great.
we play every week, isn't it? Because it's the replay value on that is
amazing.
incredible. It's different every time.
It's like Nuketown. Oh
Yeah.
wow, that's actually an insult to Cunt Arena. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
because you know,
is,
Cunt
well.
Arena is actually good compared to Nuketown.
Yeah.
I'm
I will give them
hey,
all a go.
Molecule Mage.
I'll give them all a go, definitely. I'll give the new races a go without a doubt. And then I'll probably complain facetiously about them for the next 2 years in every episode of the Rockast.
Yeah. Hello, Mr. Mage. Welcome to the stream.
Fun fact about facetious: it's the only word in the English language that has A, E, I, O, and U all in a row. And facetiously, sometimes Y. Fucking A.
Hey!
Hey.
It's word facts with Rufus. Wait, why is it with me?
Right, gentlemen. What else? What else do we have this week?
You don't mind if I quickly give my opinion?
Oh yeah, go ahead, man. Jump in, yeah, definitely.
Now, real quick, I want people to know I am nowhere near a racing god. I'm not the best driver in the world. I am not a great racer like Red the 8-bit dinosaur, or a wise man like Mr. Slowly, or a massive idiot like the Gaming Jew.
Yes, there it is.
But
I'm an idiot.
I will say, I mean, if people enjoy the races, I'm happy for them. But for me, I'm not really into that gameplay. Well, I don't really enjoy most of the races. I mean, I enjoyed the community races. I mean, back when I used to regularly join the Gaming Jews GTA playlist streams, I loved the races we'd play on there because, you know, there was variety, unlike the garbage that most of the Rockstar races are.
Yes.
I mean, there's a few interesting Rockstar races, but the problem is, I mean, like Mike said, there's not much replayability to most of them. Whereas, you know, there's a lot of replayability in some of the jobs that, you know, some of the races at least that, you know, Mike has found, or even that has been made by the community itself, you know, like,
yes.
And here's the thing as well. I mean, the races necessarily don't have to be good. I mean, in my opinion, to be a success, I mean, they have to have something to drag you in my opinion. I mean, whether they're good or not, that's your opinion. I mean, I might like this race, for example, and Rufus, he probably might not like the race, for example. You know?
Wait, what
and
is
then
it
you know,
me?
Rufus likes this race. Hey, do you want me to use like Red or Mr. Slowly instead as the example?
No,
The Simpsons.
I just wanted to use the joke again.
All right. Bart dude.
Hey,
Now I drive the school bus.
whoa, Bartman. Whoa, now I
Whoa.
drive the school bus, man. For those of you in the chat who are wondering what the fuck's going on, Rufus is essentially Otto the bus driver from The Simpsons. Wait, why is it me?
Oh god. I still remember when that meme first originated from that one Warzone stream. That was great
Yeah.
times.
But I mean,
yeah,
genuinely, I agree with you completely, Kane. The Rockstar races are quite boring in general, and there is no replayability.
Yeah.
But there are
Exactly.
some amazing created races out there by the community.
Definitely. And
That-
if you take the time to look for them, you
Oh,
can
yeah.
find some great stuff. And in my opinion, it is a sin that if you look at some of the great, custom job races out there, right? It is a sin that Rockstar hasn't made half of them like the quote unquote verified stunt job, or stunt races jobs. Like,
Rubio Fuente
look at-
deserves more verified ticks than anyone else on Social Club. That
Oh.
man's made.
let's have a look at
Amazing.
this, like some of these fucking verified stunt races, right? Like half of them are rubbish. Like
Yes.
Black and Yellow, Gordo, Rocket Cars. Who the fuck plays those? No one that to.
That's why they got a tick. Because nobody plays them, they feel sorry.
Yeah, it's like, like fucking Dan House is like, oh, I'm sorry, Mister, man that made Black and Yellow. I know you based it off that shit song from Wiz Khalifa a few years back, but you know what? We'll give you a nice little tick because we want to make you feel a little bit. Please just punch.
By the way, may I just point out about that fucking song? Who writes a song about bees? I mean, honestly,
Exactly.
leave the bees alone, man. So what if they wear black and yellow fuzzy jumpers? It's got nothing to do with you, Mr. Khalifa.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking disappointed. I planned on using that song for our new theme. I was gonna make an intro with a bunch of clips from the show.
Oh.
Well,
Hold on, let me just rewind that. I mean, the song Black and Yellow is bloody marvelous, man. Seriously, can we please have that as our theme song? Rufus the Refrigerator.
No, we can't. We don't want every one of our videos being claimed like a certain person's.
Oh, oh, that was right in the mummy daddy button. Ow.
That hurt.
Woof.
Rufus, I got a question for you, brother. Are you an umbrella? Because that's some shade right there, man.
Yes, 'tis, yes. Yes, 'tis. Although I have to point out, not being pedantic or anything, but I would have to point out that it is in fact a parasol that provides shade, whereas an umbrella provides waterproofness.
Same thing, isn't it?
It's weather accessory talk with the gaming Jew.
comment.
Well, one does one, but the other does both, unless it's like clear plastic.
Right, are we getting bogged down about what an umbrella and a parasol is here?
Put us all on the
Yeah,
list.
yeah.
But
We get on that list.
Rockast episode 3, put it on the list. Bog down.
Oh my god, Rockast episode 4, we just made the list.
The discounted content
Oh,
is
God.
nasty this week, guys. We got the Scramjet,
there's a
the
Conjali.
Thruster, the Conjali, the Chernobog, the Rocket Voltic, the Hydra, the RCV, a Morgan.
Do you know how much the discount is on the Conjali by any chance?
40%.
I'll have a look real quick.
40% off.
Oh,
40% off, so how much does that make it now then?
2.3 mil and then 1.7 if you don't have the trade price.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh, that's still too
Oh.
expensive. I know you're all thinking, wow, a Jew thinks
Well-
something is too expensive, but it is. It's way too expensive. I could buy the Rhino
Oh, wait,
for
I
not
read-
cheaper than that and
I read the
throw
wrong
back
one.
to
I mean,
history.
the
That's
thing
the
is as well,
Thruster.
I think
It's 2.3
I think
and
you need a
1.7.
facility to store the tank. Like
No,
the,
I said
the,
that.
Conjali.
Oh, I'm high. Fuck.
Yeah, I think you need a facility to store the Conjali, and if you want the trade price, I think you need to either do the setup involving the Conjali, or you need to do Act 3's finale to get the Conjali.
Are you
Now,
assuming
I'm
I
not-
don't have a facility, Kane, because I'm a Jew?
Well, to be fair, Mike, you barely spend your fucking money on this game. The
I
time
actually
agree.
have one.
The
I
only time
agree.
I've seen you spend money on this game was on that bloody submarine. Nothing
Listen.
else.
I spend money on mugging Snake Friesia on a regular basis. Regular. That's $1,000 out of my pocket every time, and it's worth it. I don't get anything
Yeah, but-
back.
Exactly, because Snake's smart. He puts his money in the banks. He trusts big business,
Yeah, he trusts the Jews because we all own the banks.
Yeah.
Zionism with the gaming Jew. We're all gonna steal your money. Anyway,
I better call my boy Andrew Jackson real quick. He's gonna abolish that bank real quick.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just
I'm
gonna.
responding to Tez right now, and I'm saying, Tez, you're totally right. No, all new tracks, but no new car. Damn,
Yeah, but I
what a
mean,
waste.
does it not? I mean, if Rockstar brought out new cars every time they brought out new
I-
tracks, we'd be oversaturated with cars.
Another thing as well, I mean, to be fair, to
Yeah.
kind of give Rockstar credit, we're kind of done with the vehicle drip feed for Cayo Perico. So, I
Yeah.
mean, I understand why there's no new vehicle.
Yeah, I'm not too bogged down about the lack of new vehicles, to be quite honest with you. We got some incredibly insufferable vehicles in the Cayo Perico heist, and we got one or two decent vehicles. Nothing on the level of the Jag, you're welcome, Kabir. But mostly, you know, I mean, it is what it is, dudes. It is what it is. We get vehicles given to us. We can't complain about it because they're still giving us things after all this time. So we should be bloody grateful, in my
Man.
opinion.
Mike, you set off Mage.
Oh, God.
Well, hey, listen. Last week you made me do the funky chicken. There's not a chance I'm doing that this week.
And yeah,
Not a
poor Mullet
chance.
had to twerk as well. Mage.
He didn't have to. I think he planned that all along. If I'm honest, love you, brother Mullet.
Love you too, Mullet. Looking forward to that little bomb you're dropping this weekend.
Mike did the funky chicken, and we didn't see him for a week.
Yeah, because Epic Chicken was angry with him for making fun of that.
That's. I'm getting too old for this shit, man.
Officer Stanley was furious with you making fun of the chickens.
Now,
So, is that it for GTA update? Have we covered that now? Can we move on to the tumbleweeds? I mean, sorry, the Red Dead.
I mean, we got some
Yeah.
Avengers stuff.
there's still one thing I want to say
Go
about
ahead,
the
Snow.
races. One of them is called Bridge Too Far. I find that very insulting because the movie A Bridge Too Far goes about a battle for the Arnhem Bridge in World War II. And I
Right.
find it insulting they name a stunt race after a battle that decided part of the end of World War II.
But that
I
was in
mean,
the Western Front, right?
Could be a happy
you know.
coincidence, I suppose.
Yeah, well,
Kane, Arnhem is in the Netherlands.
Oh, okay, well.
So
I-
that's
I-
where I live, the Netherlands.
I will find more
Okay.
insulting
I'm very
that
insulted.
race. That's like a usual Rockstar stuff. It's pretty boring, pretty bland. Doesn't have any taste. Considering that I raced with Rubio like a week ago, and those were like, you know, championship races, nothing too crazy. They were pretty decent, but like those races at least had some taste. When it comes to Rockstar, they are like pretty bland, pretty boring. They don't have
Yeah,
anything.
they're very vanilla, aren't they, with their races? Very vanilla. They don't push the envelope at all. I mean, please do go out and play the new stunt races and thumb them all down so Rockstar will learn their fucking lesson.
Yeah. Well, we gotta rig the votes for the dislikes on the stunt races, like the Democrats rigged the 2020 election. I'm sorry, I didn't say anything there. Oh, I'm stuck.
Okay, so are we moving to Red Dead now? I don't know what's going on in Red Dead
Well,
this week.
yeah,
I never know what's going
I'm
on.
not really
funny enough,
even seeing anything
in Red Dead as
new.
well, Mr. Rufus.
Yeah.
Just like with GTA Online, there are new races there too.
Yeah.
And guess what? They're bad as well.
Are they?
Well,
I'd say
considering, here's the thing.
I like
and
combat
this is
horse
the-
racing. I dig it.
I like the
I'm-
idea of firing bow and arrows and pistols and things whilst you're racing. That's fun.
Here's the thing. I think there should be at least an option to turn that on and off. You know, here's the thing. If GTA Online could have that thing from launch, what about Red Dead Online? You know, how come I can't host my own race? It's like Russian roulette most of the time when I'm going into a lobby for racing. I mean, I think GB. You know, I personally agree with his opinions on the new races. You know, They need to get rid of that, forced combat system, because there are some people that just want to race. I mean,
We'll get some
yes,
kind of
there
a
are some
creator
people that
eventually.
that's what I know. We'll get it, but here's the thing: we need standard horse racing, and that's what I thought these new races were going to be. I thought they were going to be, standard racing without no, shotguns or pistols or revolvers or, Robin Hood shit. I
Mhm.
thought it would just been a race, but instead it's the same. It's business as usual for Red Dead Online racing, and which is why I don't enjoy it personally. I mean, I love the PvP in Red Dead Online. If you look at my channel, I have a plethora of kill montages from Red Dead Online, but personally, I don't enjoy the racing, because here's the thing: when you're going into a race and you think it's just going to be a normal race, it just turns into a fucking war. That's how I see it. I mean, yes, like I said, I'm backtracking again. There are people that like to have combat in the races, but then there's also people that like to just, race.
Yes, you shouldn't be
Yeah.
forced into PvPing whilst racing. It should
Mm.
be your choice to
Yeah.
PvP or not.
Exactly, and that's why I think Rockstar need to either bring in standard racing, or B, add in, hosting stuff where you can turn that shit on or off, Because,
Yeah.
again, going back to GTA Online, that was in from launch. Where is it in Red Dead Online? That's all I have to say.
Totally
What,
agree. Totally agree.
Yeah.
thank you,
Yeah,
Mr.
Not
it's
my
Stone.
vote.
something, and it's something that GB actually put in his video that he talked about that is not only in races, in PvP in general. Like is again that content doesn't make any well with the topic, but since Kane is touching that is that is pretty much in any mode. Like
Mm,
I find it ridiculous that you need to wait 2 months or even 1 month to play the thing you like, because
indeed.
they are quite rotating all the stuff. Like I don't see that like appealing. Like, oh yeah, time to go back and play hardcore series because it's the 2 months waiting. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. At
The-
least on GTA you have everything you want.
Yeah.
They don't want
Yeah,
you to
from
burn
the
out
get-go.
on like on buying shit and experiencing new shit, so they drip.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
I
Well,
don't know.
I understand that. I mean, I
And they
Hardcore
understand
want
why
hardcore
you to,
doesn't add anything
rotate.
to that.
they want you to
It's just
waste money on earlier shit too.
in that case
Very well
just put
said.
in that case just put even showdowns with everything on it, because those are the most expensive combat races, uh, combat yeah, the combat mode like it's the most expensive one, because you can use everything to ability cards, to tonics, to explosive ammo. You can go everywhere. So then put it on the fucking pool and rotate it. But in that case, I don't find any sense that you need that just because you take out the ability cards and the explosive arrows and all this stuff. It needs to be included in the pool of rotating stuff. It doesn't make any sense.
Well said.
I
Well
see where you're
said, Brother
coming
Red.
from.
Well said.
Absolutely, Red. Absolutely.
So, do you think we've covered Red Dead there, gentlemen? Because I was actually falling asleep there.
Don't worry.
Always with those Red Dead jokes.
Dude, it's not called Dead for no reason, is it?
You've enjoyed every time you've played it.
Only because I get to knock your hat off and steal it.
It's a great fucking game.
Where else can I
isn't
do
it?
that?
Hey, don't
It's-
forget the bridge as well, Mike. I
Oh,
mean, I
yes, of
wasn't
course,
there
the
for it.
rickety bridge. Yes, I do like that as well.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah.
And killing
Best
other
part
people's horses is also something I enjoy.
It's a dope
Best part about
sandbox. It's old school shit. It's little boys playing cops and robbers and cowboys and Indians. Probably can't call it cowboys and Indians anymore, but that's what we called it back then. There are
Yeah.
two
liberals are
sandboxes
coming for you,
set
bro.
in these worlds that are fucking great when you've got people to play them with. But if you don't, and you're fucking bitter, and you've got all the time in the world to type away and make fucking videos about it, yeah, I guess, shit ends up getting a bad name.
Can I drive the train in Red Dead?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I like it. I like the game. It's decent.
This,
It's
Just
decent.
because you can drive the train. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
but
That's
Mike,
literally it. It doesn't take much to impress me, gentlemen. Come on now. We all know that.
I can see
But
it now.
Mike,
Mike's just gonna get rid of all the Warzone streams and GTA streams
Yeah.
just to do Red Dead streams of him driving the train every stream.
Yay!
Mike, there is one issue though.
What?
You
Here
don't
goes
want
Mr.
to
Slowly
come,
pissing on my cereal again.
you don't want to come across Tank Engine Jr.
Oh no, that guy's been
Right.
ducking me for like a year.
I mean, if I'm honest, Mr. Slowly, I don't want to come across anybody except for Mrs. Jew, but I'm not going to get bogged down by
Oh wow.
that.
Yeah, well, he drives he drives. So yeah, you'll come across him.
Communication breakdown.
All right, so can we can we shift on?
Totally can.
Alright, yes.
Community top post.
I was thinking this would be the ample opportunity to ask the community with us right now if there's anything they'd like to ask each individual one of us, or do you want to just still do the top post as standard?
Cool. Let's fit it in. That works.
Let's do it. Let's go.
I mean, it involves the community. Well, it has the word community in it, so I mean, why not? Eh?
Right.
Yeah, shoot us some question, guys.
Yeah, if anyone in the chat watching right now has a question for myself, Kane, Red, Rufus, or the man, the myth, the legend, Snake Friesia, then please do ask us now, and we'll endeavour to answer it to the best and most hilarious of our abilities.
Yes.
Watch out.
I mean, yes, within reason, gentlemen. I don't want questions about how small my penis actually is. If you must know, it's a tic tac, but still, I don't want that. Thank you.
Wait, so your penis is Callum's corner, the Tic Tac bloke?
Essentially.
Oh God. My head does not look like a sodding Tic Tac.
Okay, DNF. DNF has asked, how is everyone doing today? I'll be the first to answer that, DNF. I am very good. I mean, I've been very sporadic recently with my streams on account of the fact that I've had some colossal migraines. I had one today, which is why I didn't stream. I chose to sleep it off, and now I'm feeling bloody wonderful, mate. So thank you very much for asking. How about you, chaps?
Well, between this
I'm dying.
ibuprofen here and then not opening this bottle of wine, I'm doing all right.
Cool.
For real, I joked about me being quote unquote dying. I've been ill for pretty much the past week. I tried to stream on Tuesday with Red. We did the Panther statue thing, but yeah, I've been a bit ill. If you could tell in my voice, I basically sound like I've done a bit too much cigarettes. I sound like a chain smoker right now.
Well, hey, nothing wrong with that.
Hey,
Nothing
man,
wrong with that.
if I get to dress up like a Peaky Blinder while I'm having a smoke, I'll be happy. But yeah, other than me being ill, been a alright week so far, if I'm gonna be honest. Same with day 2.
Mr. Slowly, how about you?
Me a bit tired because we've got a very high workload right now, more than we ever had. So yeah, I need my sleep more than usually.
Oh, that's fair enough, Mr. Slowly.
I'm
Well, I
still
do
fine.
apologize that we're stealing you, dude.
Yeah, I still got time.
Marvelous, 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 marvelous. How are you, Red?
Well, I'm passing through some difficult situations, but I'm fine. These times actually make me think in different stuff. So I'm glad to stay here.
We're always glad to have you here, brother. Always. And that's what we are, man. If we can't help you directly by putting our hand on your shoulder and saying it's going to be all right, we can damn sure distract you for whatever small period it is to make it seem like everything's all right for the time being, at least.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Amen, brother.
What do they call that?
Welcome.
Sitting Chevet or some shit like that. The old Hebrew thing. Like when your homie's not good or they're sick, like you just go there and you just sit in silence just to be with them.
That's it.
I don't remember the exact term. Sometimes that's the best thing, you know? Just to be there.
It is. That's the best thing.
And
definitely.
We're all streamers. Like, don't we do that without even knowing it. We're there for
Yeah.
homies that we don't even know. You know,
Yeah.
there's all kinds of lurkers out there that love the shit out of you guys, I promise.
Yeah.
Does anyone else in the chat have any questions, guys? You can genuinely
Mate.
ask us anything. If you want to ask our
Mate
opinion,
has me a very great question, he does, and he asked, is this a segue into talking about Kane's love of pancakes? Now, I know what Mr. Molecular Mage is on about, and I'm not going to
yeah, so do
reference
I.
it because that's off-stream stuff, but I
Yes.
will say,
Oh,
if you're
God.
going to have pancakes, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you put some damn fine maple syrup on. The finest all the way from Canada.
Or if you're going to have pancakes, make sure they're not attached to a complete insufferable idiot.
Whoa.
Absolutely.
Come on.
Absolutely.
Nobody knows. We're good.
Sorry, Kane, but
Yo.
syrup is too sweet for me.
All right, well.
That's
get out
because
of it.
you're
do
already
like-
very sweet, Mr. Slowly.
I do like pancakes, but not with
Well, what do you
syrup.
prefer it with then, Snake? Like, what's your favorite topping for a pancake?
Normally, I take them without topping.
Oh, okay. I mean, my favorite would usually be like squeeze a bit of lemon on it, you know, have a little sugar, you know, and obviously maybe put some syrup on it as well, or you know, I don't know. I'm trying to think. Some strawberry kind of jam. That's really nice to put on it.
So this week on the food cast,
Yes. This is our meal, ladies and gentlemen. This is our meal.
I mean, if anyone does
Where's all
have
the
any
food?
questions to ask while we're still going, then do feel free to pop some questions in at some point. We will get round to them.
Yes.
Gentlemen, is there any top posts that any of you guys have from the community that you wish to highlight this week?
Oh, that's I don't know, man. I'm pretty like since last week I don't see too much of that, and as always I don't see too much of GTA stuff besides you and the others. So
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
so this is why I just like I don't know, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that, brother. I do. You know, people have got sort of lives outside of YouTube, and that's completely acceptable, man. For sure. Anyone else have anything top tier content this week that you would like to highlight?
Pyre Realm Gaming put out another one of those animated shorts. The link will be in the description. If you guys are here live, you know, just find it yourself, I guess.
I'll probably give that a check after the stream. I don't know. I mean, other than last week with the Panther statue releasing, and I mean, I've seen that there have been a few people that have made quite a significant amount from doing the replay glitch.
Yep.
Apparently.
Did
So,
you
you know
expect
what?
anything less?
I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, in one of the servers that all 5 of us lovely chums are in, someone that watches my streams, they've actually posted a few pics of them getting a few cheeky times on that Cayo Perico. And they made a lot of money as well. So I mean, I guess if you had the opportunity to get the Panther statue, and if you're one of them people that want to glitch it, I don't know why, but I mean that's your choice, dog. I mean, me, I've done it. I did it with Red on my stream on Tuesday, and yeah, that's the only time I'm playing Cayo Perico, you know, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't like the fact that it's a panther, if I'm honest. There are much better big cats out there to have as a statue. Tigers, lions.
I'll be honest.
Jags.
Oh my!
I'm a bit. I don't know. I'm baffled on the thing only being allowed. You can only get it once per event week. I mean, I'm not complaining. I mean, yes, I know there are very infamous grinders that will throw a hissy fit about them not being able to get the Panther statue a certain amount of times. But for me, I mean, yeah, it's a nice little thing you can get once on every now and then. You know, I mean, to be fair, if we want something to really complain about, I haven't gotten the fucking pink diamond yet. Why aren't we complaining about that? Give Big King his pink diamond. Yeah, I've not even got it yet.
That's
I keep getting
that's so weird for me. I've gotten it at least 5 times in a row.
All right, Mr. Solo, let's not get bogged down with
Really?
who's more well equipped than the other person. Thank you.
I'll keep getting bloody
Equipped.
tequila.
Equipped. You're talking something out of the box.
It set him off! Oh, it set him off! The fuse has been lit. Oh,
Oh, Lord. But yeah, if anyone would like to donate a pink diamond heist to me, my PSN is its_Kane_935. Give me a ring and I will I'll play the heist with you, just so I can say, hey, look, I've done the heist. There you go. Are you happy now, Kaya Perico Reddit? I've
While
gotten the
we're sort
heist
of
now.
putting out applications and things, I will say, if you would like to do the heist with somebody who's a supreme genius when it comes to shooting things and exploding things that aren't supposed to be exploded, then contact the Gaming Jew on PSN. I'll be willing to help you more than anything.
I think you were meant to say, please don't contact the Gaming Jew, Mike. I think you misread
I agree,
that script
Kane.
you
I
gave.
agree.
No, don't get bogged down with agreeing. All right, it's unnecessary.
If you
Oh God.
if you want unnecessary explosions, unnecessary violence, and lose the subject of your mission, contact the Gaming Jew.
And that is a resounding endorsement, ladies and gentlemen. That's the best you're going to get from Mr. Slowly when it comes to me. Definitely the best. Oh, Jesus.
YouTuber Spotlight.
Oh, man.
I would like to put the spotlight back on Riley Black Fox. I was playing Grand Theft Auto the other day. I was getting fucked with by a jet griefer. She saw it, jumped in the shit, made the kid quit. She's a fucking amazing pilot, like Snake said last time. Check out her content. Link in the description.
Yeah, the fact that she even all she had to do was join your session, and he was already scared shitless. Now that's saying something.
Goodness.
My YouTuber spotlight. Is a gentleman we all know. A gentleman we like to have a laugh at every now and then, without him attempting to be funny, and someone we haven't even mentioned since we've started doing the Rockast, considering he's a brother in arms. I would like to put the spotlight on our good friend Bund, also known as Master Assassin Zuxio. I mean, the man has been sort of stuck around the same number of subs. I really would endeavor, I hope that you would go and visit his channel and drop him a sub, because he does Assassin's Creed content. He'll live stream GTA on PC, where you can see just how ridiculous some of the mods that are invented are. He plays Warzone. He does a lot of different games. But he's a very good friend, and I would be remiss if I didn't shout him out at least one point. So there you go, hamster. Enjoy crashing whatever vehicle you're in now into a ditch.
May I quickly say something, Mike? And may I be the first to say, fuck you, you stole my channel plug.
Oh, no,
That's
I
awesome.
didn't.
Yes, you did.
Oh, I'm very sorry, but we do all
It's
love...
fine, it's fine. I've got a backup. So, I mentioned earlier, a friend of mine who's, who knows his way around the RP grinding, and he invented, well, not, I don't know whether he's the founder of the method, but he basically popularized one of the greatest RP making methods for RV nearly there yet. My good friend Rellikain, very nice guy. One of the nicest guys I've ever had the privilege to meet. His streams are some of the chillest places you could ever be at. And so same with his videos as well. He does all sorts of videos. He plays horror games. He plays GTA Online mainly. He does horror stories, like where he reads like horror stories, for example, like creepypastas and all that for people that are into the spooky stuff.
It's kind of cool.
I mean, I know most of those stuff are fake,
Yeah.
but hey, I mean, for those that think it's real, there you go.
I agree with Kane,
believe in that.
definitely. I've popped in
But, I
Rellikain's
mean-
streams a few times.
Yeah.
He's a good dude, and it's the only time it's the closest you're going to get to having Arnold Schwarzenegger play GTA 5. So,
Indeed, he's a very lovely guy. And hopefully one day we might have him as a guest. There you go, Relic. I'm joking, but yeah, do check out Rellikain. Hell of a guy. He has 26K, I think, but he's a really nice guy. And his videos, he puts a lot of effort into them, you know.
Sorry.
And fun fact, by the way, before we move on to whoever's going to shout out their YouTuber next, he actually got a shout out one time from the Burger King foot lettuce man. You know, the guy that does number 15 Burger King foot lettuce. You know, Chills. I think that's the guy's
Oh
name.
yes, yes.
He actually made a video showing off like top 15 scary videos that made no sense. And he actually used footage from one of Relic's video and gave him a plug in the video, which I thought was pretty cool.
That's nice.
So,
That's very cool.
Yeah, indeed.
I like that.
So yeah, do feel free to check out Relic if you guys haven't already.
Red, Mr. Slowly, which one of you wants to shout out someone next? Oh no, Red, we've already asked you, haven't we? Or have we? No, we haven't.
I don't know. In my case, I sincerely don't know. Like, besides you again, guys, the GTA community is pretty fucked, in my opinion. So, and no one is kind of like giving me a maze. Like, wow, pretty much it's just the same stuff. So, you can continue with Mr. Slowly.
Mr. Slow?
Save the best till last.
Thank you, Red. I would like to say we need to appreciate Southern gentlemen a lot more. Gentlemen like Geaux Burns, who not only plays a lot of Rockstar games, but other games as well, live streams almost every day, and makes good content, good videos. And like I said, he is a Southern gentleman, and I've learned quite a bit from him.
That's a good shout, Mr. Slowly. I think whilst I've got
Indeed.
us all here, gentlemen, for myself, Rufus, Kane, and Red, are we all in agreement here that someone else that everyone should check out if they haven't already is our very own Mr. Slowly Snake Friesia?
Yeah, completely.
When it comes to a man of many talents, all of them rather epic, I think you'd be an idiot if you were not already subscribed to Snake Friesia. So please do that. His link is in the description. And we're honored to have him here in the first place. For the second time in a row now, we've got a legend amongst us, and I'm very, very honored.
It's an honor.
It is.
I'm still not happy with that lighting thing.
He's never happy! I'm trying to be nice! Right, fine. He's an insufferable idiot. Go and subscribe to watch him do stuff wrong.
Thank you!
Hooray!
Oh, God, Friesia. Oh!
But yeah, actually, going back to Snake's suggestion on Mr. GB, fun fact, everyone. Geaux Burns, Mr. GB was actually the very first friend I actually made on YouTube. Well, the very first big friend I made on YouTube. I did make another. I had like prior to meeting GB, I had another friend that I found, through making videos. But he went MIA for who knows how many years, and he only just came back, to work on a Discord server and just post music and all that. But Mr. GB was the very first content creator I made friends with, and I met him in 2017, just around the time Gunrunning had released, or I think it was a month or two after Gunrunning released. And I gotta say, I've never been so happy of sticking by that man. I mean, I said once in his server when he was talking about an issue that happened to him, that man I would gladly go walk through hell and back with him. He's a great guy, one of the nicest guys in the community. And if you haven't subbed to him, I'm sorry, but you are clearly missing out on, in my opinion, one of the nicest guys in the community. He's one of the realest guys as well. He tells you how it is, whether you like it or not. And we need more people like that in the community. We need more realists.
Well said, indeed.
Thank you.
Well, if we're just shouting out fucking everybody, I think this kind of goes without saying. We've been trying to get the guy on since like months before the Rockast even started. But JK Gamers, the entire hashtag gamer family, like Phoenix, Adidas' side channel and his main channel, all fucking amazing content, just amazing shit coming out of that house. And I don't know any other family on the internet that I would rather support. Like, honestly.
Yeah, I completely agree. It seems that making great content isn't just in John's blood; it's passed down to his children, even. And
Right.
you know, I think honestly, he's the reason I know definitely that myself and Rufus decided to become a YouTuber. I can't speak for the other gentlemen, but he's the primary reason for me, without a doubt. If it wasn't for John, I would have never even decided to put my stupid face and my stupid hair on the internet and be me. I spent years not being myself. I spent years trying to fit in and be other people. And now I'm me, and I have this incredible community, and I can only thank John because of it. So, yeah. You're stuck with me. It's not my fault. It was John's fault. Go blame him.
Blame John.
Well, I mean, for me, when I started, I think it was. I think I've talked about it in both the interview I did with Riley and also the interview with Mullet. How I was, it was because of the Call of Duty zombie YouTubers back in the day that would post stuff, and
Yes.
because I was a huge fan of Call of Duty Zombies, like Black Ops 2 and all that. I thought, hey, I can do that too, and that's how WTF Nuketown Zombies became my first video, and yeah, that's basically the rabbit hole we've all been down ever since that fateful day in 2013.
That's and then the rest is marvelous history, as
Marvelous
they say.
history.
Marvelous, yes.
I'm getting a little bit like twitchy now because I know the next bit is my bit.
Yeah, it's the title of the stream. 20 years of 3D. Mike?
Yes, it is.
Rockstar retrospectives. What do you got for us, brother?
Right, so yes, as you so wonderfully pointed out, it is the 20th anniversary of GTA 3 on the 22nd of October this year. Coincidentally, it's also the 10-year anniversary of the port of GTA 3 to mobile devices, but we won't talk about that. Nevertheless, my Rockstar history this week is based on GTA 3. Some of it is speculative and theory of mine, and some of it is fact. We'll start first with the fact. The main protagonist in GTA 3, of course, as we know, is the silent assassin himself, Claude Speed. There's very little we know about Claude. However, we do know that he's the only character to have a live action version of himself in a movie made by Rockstar.
Mm-hmm.
So in GTA 2, promotional video came with it. It was a small, short 19-minute movie, I believe, starring an English actor named Scott Maslin. Now, if you are familiar with English television, Scott Maslin appeared in proper British shows such as The Bill and EastEnders, where he played Jack Branning, I believe. That's probably literally Tez is the only person who's going to know the hell that is. But yes, hello, Tez. So yes, it was a movie that was used to promote GTA 2. And also, Claude Speed is the only character in history to have a 2D model and a 3D model spanning the universes. So no one else has had a 2D version and a 3D version of themselves. Obviously, the GTA 3 was the kickoff of the 3D era. And I do have a little bit of insight that I want to provide about... Everyone here has played GTA 3, of course. I'm sure we have, yes?
Yes. One thing, I'll quickly say this about GTA 3. This is something I've literally learned only recently. I probably knew this when I was younger, when I played it back in the day, but I probably have forgotten it over the years. But I was surprised that apparently there was also a top-down view for GTA 3, like a camera
Yes.
angle.
You've just stolen another bit of my... Thank you.
I completely forgot. Like, it wasn't until GB's video, it was like, oh shit, there was one!
It's the last game to feature top-down. No other universe
that isn't on
game
handheld.
since then features that.
Isn't on
Well,
handheld,
obviously
yeah.
handheld, but it's the
Good fucking
was-
luck trying to play it. What a shit
it's
show.
very difficult. I will say, though, this is the bit of the theory of mine. We've all played GTA 3, right? And we all know the opening sequence, the alarm bell of the bank ringing, and, you will go back and you'll play it, and then you'll notice this. But this is my theory, okay? So GTA 3 was the first in the 3D universe. What happened at the very beginning was we started off with a top-down view. And then when all the characters came into play, we went down to street view. That is my theory is that was Rockstar's way of saying goodbye to the top-down view and how games are going to work from here on out. Mm-hmm. We went from having top-down 2D models to Street View 3D models, because everything was 2D when it was at the first scene at the top. Everything looked very 2D and very flat. And then Rockstar shot the camera down into full 3D where we had our main characters coming out. That's my theory, that they're very smart like that, and they wanted to say a bon voyage to the old bygone days.
I have goosebumps. For real.
Yeah?
Yeah, like for real. That's pretty fucking epic, man.
I don't know, dude. It's a theory. It's not confirmed. It's just something I always thought about. Like when I first started playing GTA 3, I thought, holy shit, they've literally just transitioned from the old days to the new era
Even if
in one swooping shot.
Even if it was an accident, even if it was just a camera choice, like it's still pretty epic to relate it to that, you know?
Beautiful, isn't it? It's absolutely beautiful. Also, GTA 3, the marvel that is GTA 3, was the very first game to feature first-person mode. Not a lot of you know that, but there was indeed first person in that. So, 2 ways you can access first person. The first way was to look around. Be stood still and look around. It goes into first person camera, and you look around as first person.
Oh, yeah, I remember now.
And also by firing the M16, you also went into first person when using that as well, which isn't quite the same.
I forget, with the M16 in GTA 3, was it like was it free burst just like how it should be, or was it fully automatic?
It was a fully automatic weapon. Fully automatic. It was a very difficult weapon to fire as well.
Fake M16. You ain't my M16.
Yeah, it's yeah, there was so yeah, obviously there's the first person of that. But I mean, yeah, I do have to say that like GTA 3 for me began an era that nowadays it was simpler times, yet it was groundbreaking times. At the time it was groundbreaking. Now we view it as simpler times, but just everything about that game, the script, the story, the gameplay, and all the things we could learn how to do really was for me the true start of Rockstar becoming the absolute powerhouse conglomerate that it is now. People will say GTA 1, 2, 69, 61, the expansion packs, people will say that those were, you know, the pioneering thing for them. And they were in a sense, but from like, you know, in my opinion, we really got a taste of what Rockstar could do with GTA 3. That's where it all began, where it all begins again, sort of thing. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I've got for GTA 3. There is you know, there's several random tidbits that I could probably. It's also the first game that Laszlo wrote radio for. He did put work in on GTA 1 and 2, but not voice wise. So I mean, that's the very first time we heard the voice of the great Laszlo Jones. And to be honest, for me, he's a stalwart and a cornerstone of GTA in general.
If I'm not mistaken, Laszlo pushed for like actual radio. Like, and they thought it was too ambitious and a little ridiculous.
Yes, he did, because they'd obviously wrote their own songs and made their own shit up and commissioned their own sort of music for GTA 1 and 2. And Laszlo came in and said, no, let's have real radio stations. Let's feature real artists. It'd be a great promotional tool. And then boom, that's why we have radio now. Is because of Laszlo. It's because of him.
When you listen to those old radio bits, it's everybody he knows. It's all his friends. It's his family. It's his parents. It's his neighbors' kids. You know, like it's really just like if you watch my channel like you are right now, when I live stream, I use the talk radio from all of the old GTAs as my radio, just like a button press, and it's just all this Laszlo gold from the past, and he'll be missed.
We were talking about this, Rufus. We were talking about. I mean, well, we might as well still go on because we're Rockstar old heads and we love old Rockstar. We might as well continue. We were talking about this, about how that's a bygone era. That's a bygone era. The biting humor is no more. In GTA now, it's dick and fart jokes, whereas before it was smart dick and fart jokes. You know what I mean? It was not commercial dick and fart jokes. They were taking the absolute piss out of everybody and everything. Now they have to sort of
you can't do that anymore.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do that sort of shit now because people will complain about it.
If anybody's offended, it's not okay.
There's one thing like I can say. I mean, when we talk about the dark humor in GTA games, we can do a comparison right here, right now. We can compare GTA 5 story mode, for example. Compare a few jokes from there with a few jokes from, I don't know, let's say GTA 4, for example. If you look, the jokes in GTA 4 are a lot more like edgy and smart, you know. And hell, if we even go further back into the rabbit hole to like San Andreas, Vice City, you know,
Yeah.
the jokes are really smart there.
Vice City, honestly, don't get me started on that game, man. That's my love affair. I love Vice City, dude. That's my jam right there.
Hey, I mean, it's Vice City for you, Mike. It's always got to be GTA 4 for me, you know, if we're going back into classical
Yeah.
GTAs.
San Andreas was like a fucking culture shock for me. Like, I'd heard swearing in video games, but I'd never heard fuck drop so many times consecutively. And then, like, the use of
300 times, I
the
believe.
N word, like, every 15th
Don't
word is
forget,
the N word in that game. It's fucking wild. And it's made by a bunch of white British dudes.
It's
Don't forget
legendary
as well, involving San Andreas, they also pissed off Hillary Clinton as well, which was pretty funny with the hot coffee ordeal.
Yes,
Yeah,
by the
they
way,
were.
in the chat, Laszlo left because his sister was dying. That's why he left. He left to go and look after his sister. If that isn't a fucking humble, wonderful human being, who the fuck is?
What a legend.
Legitimately. What a fucking guy. I honestly do hope that one day Laszlo will come back.
Sure.
But, you know, in the meantime, I
Maybe
wish him
when
all
he's
the very
ready.
best. I wish him all the very best in his life. And I do hope his sister recovers. And if not, I hope he's at peace with how things go. Because that guy is responsible in some small part to our love affair and this Rockast being conceptualized in the first place. If we didn't have this love and this unhealthy obsession with this one games company, this wouldn't be happening right now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's amazing that we all have these incredible memories that defined our childhood and made us into the human beings we are today. And for me, at least, I'm an absolute bastard. So thank you, Rockstar Games, for making me an utter bastard. Because I wouldn't have it any other way. I would not have it any other way. I like being sarcastic. I like being dry. I like swearing when swearing is unfucking necessary. I like jokes about dicks and farts and shit and piss and all that. I bring that into my life now. And when me and Mrs. Jew have a child, dick and fart jokes will be taught to them from the moment they can say dick or fart. Thank you, Rockstar. Thank you so much for creating this absolute monster.
Shit.
Honestly. And we're all here because we love Rockstar. Even the people in the chat. Yes, they may be here to support us, but they're here as well because they love to hear about Rockstar and they love to engage with this sort of thing. And there isn't enough of this. There's nothing like this in the community. I'm sorry, but in the GTA community, there's nothing like this where you get some fucking great content creators such as Rufus, Snake, Kane, Brother Red, Brother UG, Mage, all Mullet Guy, all these amazing fucking content creators that we get together to talk about a game that we all fucking love and a game that we have all, at some point, put videos or streams about on. You know what I mean? Dude, fucking fair play, Rockstar. You are legendary in every aspect.
Thank you.
Hey, I wouldn't have it any other way either. You know, I'm happy to be on this show. You know, and it's good because this show is like, you know, in my opinion, I hate using the phrase like true fans of Rockstar Games, but I kind of have to use it because if you look at like the quote unquote GTA 5 community right now, look at what it is right now. It's just people beefing about score or people boasting about how much money they've made from selling or doing a heist, or it's just people just complaining in there. And here, I mean, yes, we do complain, but we have a bit of banter in between as well, and we don't resort to acting like bloody idiots half the time.
I would love to see half those people that think score means anything to play the original fucking multiplayer, which was San Andreas, where you had two controllers plugged in and you had to go and find the little red floaty icon and then you hit it and you weren't allowed to travel too far away from the other person. You weren't allowed to kill the other person. That was, let's see how score matters there when you were both just trying to get in the same car without fucking getting lost. That was was next level shit right there. That was incredible.
Indeed. And GTA 4's multiplayer as well. Who remembers that? Like, whether it was like vanilla GTA 4.
Oh, I used to go for the
Lost
fucking
and Damned,
Annihilator
Battle
every
in the
time.
Game, Tony.
That was my thing. Go for the Annihilator and
I
shoot
remember,
people.
I think
death from
the
above.
OG, I loved the dogfights you could do on GTA 4. I mean, back in the day, I would occasionally hop in the Annihilator.
Yeah.
I mean, if someone was to 1v1 me in GTA Online right now for dogfighting, I'd be just a easy kill.
I'm a supreme
In
pilot,
GTA
so that
4,
wouldn't happen.
back in the day in GTA 4, I was I love the dogfighting physics in GTA 4. Like it was.
And let's be
It
honest,
was crisp.
we all went on GTA 4 to do the angry swing glitch.
Oh, yeah.
And again, that's a throwback as to how wonderful Rockstar are. They knew about that since the inception of GTA 4 Online and did nothing about it because they loved that people abused the shit out of that glitch. It didn't break the game. It didn't fuck things up. It was fun.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to see a bus getting launched across the fucking map? It's amazing.
Harmless glitches are great.
Yes,
sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
it reminds. It's like the swing in GTA 4, or even the bridge in Red Dead Online. Though it's those kind of glitches that make the game a little bit more fun, a little bit more.
Sometimes I
enjoyable
like
for
to
one
think
other
to
piece and a
myself that
half.
Rockstar do that on purpose and they know it's there and they leave it there for the sake of it. I feel like they do that on purpose sometimes. I really do. Because no one can make funnier glitches than Rockstar. How the hell?
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
man.
fucking incredible. Geez, right. We are getting bogged down with a lot of retrospective here, I suppose. But it
Oh,
is an
yes.
amazing thing. I could talk for hours about how much I love old Rockstar. I really could.
Yeah,
Same.
yeah,
Same.
same. Like I remember GTA 4. I still love the Hakumaider that is like based in this Mitsubishi land. I guess hit shitbox as usual, but I love him. So
I fucking
that
love that
Hakumai
catchphrase. I love it.
Love the
Hakumai
shitbox.
is like an incredible car. Like it's a shame that I don't think it's gonna be re-added. But meh, it is what it is.
Dude, even the subtle little fucking jokes in GTA 4 were brilliant. Going to the internet cafe, to the twat internet cafe, which was TW and then an @ symbol. And you'd
Yeah.
go in there and you'd hear adverts and stuff on the radio. And there was a particular advert I remember, which was a bit dodgy and we wouldn't get away with nowadays, called Little Latency Surprise Panties.com. Wow, yes. And I remember the advert. And I'm not a very good singer, but I'm going to sing it because just the words are incredible. It's do you like my barf panties too? Fashion underwear is not taboo. So why don't you take it up a notch? Put a superhero on your crotch. Yes, and you used to go on the website, you'd go in there, right, and there'd be an advert on the computers for it. You'd click it and it would say FIB blocked. Your computer is now found. We know where you are. We're coming for you. And then when you stepped outside, there'd be many officers of the law to kill you.
How
So
great.
that's little things like that. It's
The
genius.
law, right?
Mhm.
The law one. That's
Yes.
how I felt
Yeah.
whenever doing that in GTA 4.
I mean, dude, they wouldn't get away with that now. You know what I mean? GTA 5 has become too commercialized and too aimed towards children. We wouldn't get away with that sort of shit anymore, I'm afraid.
Oh, indeed.
Oh man,
Absolutely.
you remind me of that one scene in GTA 5 where Michael gets totally drugged, and he gets
Oh yeah, when it
and
gets
he's
drugged
getting
by
this
Jimmy.
weird hallucination.
Yes.
Yeah, then
Oh my god, it's just registered with me now. Yes.
Yeah,
Mr.
then he gets.
Mr. Slowly pointing that out. That's hilarious.
Oh man, what was the song that played during that trip? Wasn't it like "Shine a Light" or
Oh,
some
but
shit?
anyway,
can't
the
remember who made it.
first time I saw it, I was blown away.
That's
How Rockstar could put this in their game.
yeah. I mean,
Oh,
they do still try to push the envelope a little bit, but not nearly as much as they used to, without a doubt. There's, it's hard when half of your shit is, half of your stuff that were there in the first place are now gone. You know what I mean?
And the world's
And you are-
changed. The world's
Yeah.
a different place.
Yeah, it is. The world's a different place. But that's the amazing thing about these games is we will always have that time to go back to.
They
You know,
said
we can always
It's like a
immerse
time
ourselves.
capsule,
Yeah.
if anything.
Yeah.
Like
We can immerse
I can
ourselves in a
always-
very old
I can always
game.
go back to GTA 4, Red Dead 1, or Bully, or Vice City, and it still remind me of the memories I had when I was younger when playing the games.
Hmm.
Because those games, you get so many good memories. Like Red Dead 1, I still remember playing it, finishing it for the first time, and doing the ending. I'm not going to spoil it for those that still have not completed Red Dead 1, but that ending, it still hits you in the feels. Even going back to it, or with GTA 4. You know,
Makes it hard for
you
me to
love
play
how
Red
goofy
Dead 2.
the driving mechanics were. Like, you know, the driving mechanics in GTA 4. They were
The
so
camera,
slippery
that
that it was
fucking
amazing.
atrocious camera, focused on your person instead of the middle of the car. I hate Grand Theft Auto 4 because of that. Unless I'm on a motorcycle, so Lost in the Damned is my favorite part of 4.
Yeah.
I just try to ignore it personally whenever I would play it. I mean, yes, I mean the driving in GTA 4 is not the best, but I liked it just because of how bad it was. If I'm being honest, you know, it's kind of a nice little goof. I mean, when I was younger, I probably got really bogged down, like Mike when he goes to a gas station, or Mr. Slowly when he thinks he's hit the finish line.
Hang on a minute.
You know,
that doesn't happen. You're making that up.
I can't wait till gas station day next year.
There's no such thing as gas station day. For those of you in the chat who are wondering, it's lies. It's fucking perpetuated bollocks. Don't listen.
It's a national holiday, international holiday.
Not a national holiday.
International
Yeah,
holiday. Gas station
Not
day.
an international holiday.
Look it up on Google.
One, but...
There's a Wikipedia entry. I know I made it.
Damn it, man!
Damn it!
You made a Wikipedia entry?
Not yet, but I'm going to.
Oh, get the fuck out of here! Wait, why did I just censor myself? Get the fuck out of here!
Get the fuck out of here!
What was it? It reminds me of the
fuck
Chris
yourself.
Chan Wikipedia page.
What's the fucking problem, Mom? I'm not fucking saying anything.
Yeah, I ain't fucking swearing. Are you fucking mad?
How dare you
filthy
say that
bastard.
word?
I deserved that
You
smack to the face.
An ass.
It's a good job she didn't smack your beard off.
I didn't have one, dude.
You shut up! You were born with a beard. What are you
No.
talking about, man?
No.
Your mother said it was like giving birth to a brush.
Oh shit.
Basil brush.
Cleaned her right out. The best damn scrub she ever got.
No. Fuck, that's it. I'm done.
Scrub.
In the words of the legendary Mr. Friesia, that's it.
That's
I'm
it.
out.
So I wanna open final thoughts back up to chat.
Oh yes.
What final thoughts do you guys have? What would you like to see from us in the future? Thoughts, ideas? How did you like this one? Anything else you want to ask? The floor is yours, chat. So we can start reading, guys.
Oh yes.
I think this has been a success so far. Personally, if I'm going to be honest, I was a little bit nervous doing this live, but you know, I think it's gone well.
It went really well.
It did.
My nerves were shot for an hour before this, but as soon as we got going, it's just like any other time hanging out with you guys.
I do apologize if I have been more talkative than usual. I just feel like I have to play up now because people are watching and I don't want any dead silences.
Stop it. Been great.
Stop it.
So yeah,
yes,
this is the first live Rockast, yeah.
Would you guys prefer us to be live in the future, or would you like to see a mixture of both live and pre-recorded, or would you just like to see it all pre-recorded? You're absolutely right about that, Tez. Manhunt, the Warriors, there's a subtle nod to GTA in Manhunt as well, so I'll leave you to find that if you ever play it. I'll give you a clip. There's a vehicle somewhere in one of the Manhunt levels that's exactly a port from GTA, but that's all you're getting from me. Omnic says, first of all, y'all amazing.
We'll jump down the Carson.
You're amazing, Omnic.
We'll jump down the Carson City rabbit hole in the future. We've got a lot on that one.
Definitely, yes. We have got some mind-opening things, how you don't realize it, but everywhere in Rockstar history is connected in some way or another.
Indeed.
Me and Rufus have had many a conversation about this.
Kyle Perico. How many have seen that little nudge to earlier GTA games?
Which one?
The one with that idiot who gets thrown in the cage.
UG.
What, English?
UG, you made it. Get the fuck in here. It's an outro with us.
Hey, UG.
No, I'm kidding.
He's still at work. He said
don't
earlier
do
he's
that,
still there for another 2 hours.
Oh, did he? Gotcha. Sucks.
Okay. Jazebra's asked a question. Do you think that Red Dead Online needs a heist, or is it fine the way it is? Heist. Maybe not so much a
Heist.
heist, but it's not fine the way it is. It's not.
There's
I mean,
robberies now, and I think that's
Yeah, that's
that
supposed to be the
opens-
next update. I think that's going to be the first step before we get something major, like a train heist or a bank heist or a massive stage heist, or hell, even similar to the one of the heists in the story mode where you rob a casino boat. You know,
would be
like,
rad
we'll
and easy
hopefully
to
We'll
add.
hopefully get to that one day. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, there's
man.
already interiors as well for some of the heists, well, not heists, but some of the banks, or obviously the riverboat as well. That's still somewhere out there in the Red Dead Online map. You can glitch to it.
If
Similar to how you can
you've
glitch to Mexico.
Or done the
Guam.
bridge glitch and you've been like high above the clouds in Red Dead, you can see there's a curve to the earth. Like
Yeah, you can see the curvature of the Earth.
It's
so
an actual
flat Earth people get fucked.
Earth. Like they can expand it infinitely, like in the future.
Yep.
And I think they will. I know they didn't.
I think
in
most
GTA, but I think it was just. It's just too old.
I think the
Maybe
general
Rage
consensus
2.
on here is. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, the general consensus in the chat, at least, it does appear that everyone would prefer this to be done live. I'm totally cool with that.
I like the
Genuinely.
idea. Less editing
I
for
think
me.
it's been good. Yeah, exactly. And then I just want to point out what DNF said, which I thought is quite nice. He said, "Are you aware how much you are appreciated for the effort you put into the content that you provide?" Thank you, DNF. And contact your nearest television broadcaster and have them get us onto the television instead of doing it on the internet.
We can replace BBC News at 6, we can.
Oh, I'm not
Because,
working
you
for the
know-
BBC. Piss off.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Well, actually, the
No.
BBC are filled with paedophiles, so we can't work there.
The
Plus, you got in trouble
BBC,
with
I don't want
months ago.
anything to do with them. No. They ruined my brilliant
Oh.
idea, is what they did. Thank you very
I've
much.
an idea. How about we, we'll work for ITV then. There you go.
Yeah,
we'll be
maybe.
on CITV. We'll air just
Actually,
after Horror Henry.
With our content, we'd probably be better off on HBO.
Oh God.
At least we could say cunt.
HBO.
Oh, was I allowed to say that then? I wasn't I? That
course.
was all right, yes.
It's RufusTheRed.com.
Yeah,
We're
you
punk
can
rock
say
as fuck here.
Red.
You might as well name the Netflix.
Netflix. I think Mr. Slowly should be on Netflix, and it should be rebranded to Beardflix. And then Rufus and Mr. Slowly can walk around on there and just talk about beard things, such as beard oil, mini beard combs, beard mankinis, which you can see on Rufus the Red's OnlyFans, and many other beard-related subjects.
Now there is one thing
Are
involved
there
with
any?
Netflix. Gents, there is a problem with Netflix, though. I mean, does anyone not remember about that time Netflix released a very, very bad film that was essentially just child porn?
I
Dude,
think we're getting too
let's
bogged
not
down into
go
real-world
down that
issues.
one, dude.
Yeah, I
let's
think we're
not
getting
go
bogged
on that
down with
one.
real-world issues here, and essentially people come here for a source of escapism.
I'm gonna zip my mouth shut then. Hold on.
Look, see, Taz is liking the idea of the beard show. Who in the chat would like to see a beard show featuring only Snake Friesia and Rufus the Red, complimenting each other's beards and possibly even tickling each other's beards from time to time?
There you go.
That's not enough content.
I'd watch
Kane
that.
should be there as well with his
But
beard.
I don't have a beard though, Snake. I mean, the closest
Kane,
thing to a beard right
beard
now is bloody
ASMR.
pubic hairs on my lip.
Itch
And
my
then-
beard in the
Come on,
microphone.
Your picture has a beard.
Not only
Well,
that,
that's-
though, gentlemen,
That's my
but
character.
the possibilities of expansion are endless. We could go from the Snake Freezer and Rufus the Red Beard Hour, and we could segue into the Ponytail Hour with UG Outlaw and Brother Bean. Huh?
Oh, yes.
There are many, many hair-related shows coming soon to a channel near you.
Oh, wow.
There we go.
Let's
DNF
not
said
get-
he's still waiting for the karaoke channel. Ooh.
Well said, Sir
All right,
Barry. Let's not
Mike,
get bogged
We
down.
can work on the.
Yes,
we can
well
work
said,
on the
Sir
karaoke
Barry.
channel.
Oh, man.
I
Catflix.
enjoyed this live.
Catflix. What is Catflix?
My final thoughts. I
Yeah.
enjoyed this live. I think this is dope.
Yeah.
I think
Oh, wow. Thanks,
we're
Brother
just
UG. I love
doing
you
this
too.
like this from now on.
Oh, UG.
2.5
He
beards.
just said 2.5 beers.
I shaved, you blithering idiots. It's gone, man. There's no face fungus on my face anymore.
Can we?
Show for Mike?
Ah, yes, there we go.
Let's all Hank Hill gasp for brother UG since he can't be here tonight. Bull!
Whoa!
Bull!
Come on, Mr. Slowly.
Zebra knows you're Gary Busey there, Rufus.
What's up,
Oh,
man?
yes.
What
Look at that.
about...
If you take
Let-
shortcuts, you get
let-
cut short.
Oh, when you take shortcuts, you get cut short.
Oh, something weird happened there.
Yeah, that was strange.
Happened there. Sorry about that.
But yeah, I mean, I think genuinely we should probably do this live, guys.
Yeah.
Nearly all of the time. I genuinely, yeah. I think this has been more successful than the previous Rockast, not in terms of viewership, but in terms of how it went. We were able to hash out everything because we know we're on a sort of time limit. We're able to hash everything out brilliantly. And I want to take this opportunity before we do the final thoughts and the outro or whatever. I'd just like to take this opportunity to once again thank you, gentlemen, Kane, Snake Friesia, Brother Red, who I know isn't feeling himself, but still took the effort to fucking come here and join us. So thank you, Brother Red. We love you. Same to you, Brother Kane and Brother Snake. And also,
Thank you, man.
the man who put all this together and all the hard work that goes into these amazing looking graphics on the screen, to the fucking logos in the corner, to everything. Brother Rufus, you are greatly appreciated for everything you do and will continue to do for this community. And we love you very much. And gentlemen, it's an honor.
Thank you. I love you guys too.
Oh,
It's all worth that. It's fucking amazing. Like, this is
indeed.
the best part of my life right here. I'm fucking in my prime right now. I really am. Like, mentally and socially and creatively. I'm in my fucking prime. And
That's it.
thanks, guys. You guys enable
You're-
it.
Well, you're only as good as the people you surround yourself with. So if I'm any good, it's thanks to you, chaps, most definitely.
Yes.
Rufus, you deserve more.
Thanks, Snake.
I mean,
Simply said, you deserve more.
And so do you,
We're
Snake.
getting there.
While we're getting bogged down about who deserves more, you bloody well do and all.
He's
I'm
I'm grateful
like,
for what
fuck.
I have.
I mean,
We're grateful to have you in our lives, Snake.
I agree with Snake with the view on being thankful for what you have. For me, I think I've said this numerous times. I wouldn't trade anything away. I wouldn't trade my community for anything. I am honestly the happiest I've ever been having fine men like you guys, here, right now. All these awesome people in chat. This is something we've all put blood, sweat, tears, and toil into, and we've all done a phenomenal job. And
Yep.
I think it is a absolutely amazing, a magnificent almost experience we were all able to experience together. This is like a dream come true, for all of us.
Literally, for me.
and
It is.
Honestly, like I said, I mean, there are no finer gents I would go on a podcast with than you guys. You guys, brother UG, brother Mullet, brother Mage, all those the guys that can't make it today. I still love you guys. And I love you lads here as well, right here,
We
right
love you
now.
too, man.
It's gonna be amazing. And I think, and I want to actually thank everyone in the chat, and even those that have watched the other episodes as well,
VOD.
episode 1, episode 2, and episode 0 as well. You guys helped make this happen. You guys helped make this a reality almost. And from the bottom of my heart, when it comes to as a guest on the Rockast, as one of the many people host this show with Rufus, Mike, Red, UG, Snake, Mage, Mullet. I want to just say thank you all.
Thank you, brother.
It's a
Kane.
pleasure, man. It's a pleasure serving with you, man. It's a pleasure. And
All
I have to
I can say is thank you. Every single one of you. Thank you.
Oh, Mr. Slowly, we thank you. We thank you, man. I genuinely, most of the time, I'm very anxious about streaming GTA on the weekends, and that's purely because I'm not sure if you're going to be there or not. I feel like my GTA streams aren't the same without you. And when you are there, I know I annoy you. I know that my genius really does inflame you. So I'm sorry, but it's a pleasure to have you there, and I will always look up to you as one of the most respectful and most admirable men that I've ever had the pleasure of meeting in my life. So I thank you.
We both soundboarded the fuck out of you, so you're always there on our streams.
Yep. That's just how it goes, man.
When it comes to me, well, I wasn't talkative today because I had quite of the days on this week, but this puts my mind in another mood. It makes me forget many things that happen, and well, that's what I like. That's why I like to stay here. Just to put my mind in another mood, just forget like those things that kind of stress me out and all that. So I really appreciate all of you again. The favor you're doing again, like I usually said, and yeah, thank you very much.
No, thank you, Brother Red. Thank you for allowing us to be close to you during your time of need. And I hope we have worked some way towards repairing you right now. But even if you're not repaired, we are here for you regardless. And I'm sure everybody else in the chat can agree. Good vibes your way, definitely.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow, well, this just turned from a rockcast into a all our periods aligning.
Simp. You're all simping. Simp. You're all simping.
I have to look down upon you all. I have to look down. Look at you all, you lowly miscreants down there. This has been an honor, gentlemen. This has been the greatest rockcast we've done. And we did it live without much planning. For those of you in the chat, we literally got on the call probably about 40 minutes before we were due to go live with we have an itinerary, but no real idea of where we were going with this. No real idea of what we were going to say. Nearly all of this is ad-libbed. We do it off the top of our heads. Except for me, I had to write notes because I'm a fucking idiot and I've got ADHD and it's not fun. But we try our best to keep you guys entertained and this is our way of sort of giving thanks, I suppose. Having a giant conversation with the community, open and wide like this, is our way of saying thank you to you guys for being here through thick and thin, through every piece of shit footage I put out and every bit of great footage Snake, Rufus, and fucking Brother Red and Kane put out. So I appreciate every single one in the chat, everyone here. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's a wrap, boys.
That's it.
That is.
We're ready to finish. Yep.
Yeah. Thanks for being here today, chat. Thanks for being here today, the Gaming Jew, Red the 8-Bit Dinosaur. It's Kane, Brother Friesia. What an absolute pleasure. On behalf of the Rockast, I hope each and every one of you has a fantastic week.
Holy shit, boys.
Right.
Holy shit, boys.
Okay.
We're done. That was amazing, boys. Oh shit.
Great shit, dudes.
Honestly, gentlemen, that is I'm not getting ahead of myself when I say that's the best one we've done.
I'll be honest, like I said, I was a little bit nervous on how this would be received, considering it be live. But
You did
people love
fucking great, dude.
Oh man. Dude, I'm ill and I'm crying right now, man. There's already tears.
I detected Mr. Slowly maybe getting a little teary-eyed, and he looked away from the camera while we were, throwing praise on him. Oh!
Hear us?
Oh no! Oh no! Balls!
Oi,
What happened?
oi, what are we doing on there still? Turn off the
And
television.
this is why things don't happen live. Oh.
Right,
Hell yeah, dude.
turn off the television. Get out. Fuck
Fine.
off. I'm joking. We love you.
That's
love you,
one for the
everyone.
Clips channel, isn't it?